Here's a great question of a composite object and volumes now. This is a liquid deodorant applicator, okay? This is something you would go out and buy in a store, roll-on deodorant. Now it says it consists of a cylindrical container right here. So there's our cylinder, bada boom, okay? There it is, okay? There's our cylinder into which a ball is placed as shown. So here's our ball, which of course is our sphere. Now, notice that it goes about halfway. All right, now the question here says calculate to the nearest milliliter the volume of liquid deodorant in the container. Well, if you think about this, it's not the entire sphere. As a matter of fact, right here, look, there's a hemisphere taking some of the volume away from this container. So I think what you have to do is you have to figure out the cylinder first, and then we're going to take away the hemisphere that is connected right in here and take away this volume. So we're going to have to subtract. So we have two calculations that we have to figure out. So first things first, let's find the volume of this cylinder. Well, the volume of the cylinder, if you remember, is the area of the base times the height. So this is pi r squared. There's the area of the base, it's a circle, times the height. Okay, now what is the radius? The radius 3.1, the height is 7.3. So there's the numbers. Pi times the radius, 3.1 squared, times the height being 7.3. That'll give you the volume of your cylinder before you do anything. Okay, let's calculate that out right now. Okay, so clear this. Pi, second times pi, there it is, times 3.1 squared times 7.3, and here we go. Boom. You get an answer of 220.39. So 220.39, and of course, since that's in centimeters, and this is volume, this is centimeters cubed. But now you want to subtract out half of that ball that is used as an applicator for your deodorant. So subtract out the volume of half a sphere. And you remember that a sphere then, if you go all the way back to here, where's my wonderful sphere? All the way back to here. Oh my goodness, no, there it is, right there. The volume of a sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed. So, okay, let's go back to our calculation, which was way down here. Oh my goodness. Okay, 4/3 pi r cubed. Okay, so all that requires you to do then is, again, put in the numbers. So, subtract 1/2, 4/3. I'm going to put that in brackets as well as the 1/2, the pi here, and the r cubed is 3.1. Remember, that's got to be cubed. And remember, this has to be half because only half of the ball is taking away the volume here. Okay, so let's bring up our calculator. Bada boom. Okay, I'm not clearing this. I'm just going to leave the numbers here because I'm going to show you again how to use that second answer function coming up right away. So here's our calculation. There's our 1/2 times it. There's our 4/3 times that as well. There's our pi. Okay, and then times that by our 3.1, and this time it has to be cubed, so we have to put it to a cube. Gives you this number. Now, this number is 62.39, so subtract the 62.39. Okay, so how do we do this in the calculator? Real simple. You still have the 220 listed right up there. 220.3921, so you could just type it in, 220.3921. Now, in the newer Texas Instruments calculators, all you have to do is mouse up and it'll give you that answer. But in this case, we don't have the newer app. So we're using the older one. So we have the 220.321, which was the volume of the cylinder, subtract, now you can use the second answer because we want this value right here. We want the 62.39 value. So subtract the second answer, and you get a volume of 157.99 or 158. And this would be centimeter cubes, which is equivalent, surprisingly enough, to 158 milliliter container. Yahoo! Look at that question. Absolute beauty.